So the internet was already side-eyeing Sydney Sweeney's American Eagle ad, but then came Doja Cat, you guys. And while some people feel like she obliterated it with a single TikTok, others feel as though Doja is attempting to use this moment to maintain relevancy, and they're bringing up her dark past. This has sparked a whole conversation all over TikTok, all over Reddit, and not everyone is supporting Doja after this. So without further ado, let's dive into this mess, you guys. Doja Cat is once again at the center of internet conversation, this time for mocking Sydney Sweeney's new American Eagle campaign. For those confused about the whole controversy surrounding Sydney Sweeney right now, she recently collaborated with American Eagle, and in the now viral ad, she delivered a soft-spoken monologue about genes, that is G-E-N-E-S, being passed down, like your genetics. It was a play on the word genes, J-E-A-N-S, and she instantly got backlash all over social media. Many found it off-putting, accusing her of promoting eugenics and white supremacy, especially using lines like traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color, my genes are blue.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has very genes.
My body's composition is determined by my genes. Hey, eyes up here.
Sydney Sweeney has very genes.
It just rubbed off hundreds of thousands of people the wrong way. People also called out her team and Sydney herself, pointing out how this was all intentional because a campaign like this would have to go through 30+ meetings. So for not one single person to speak out against this campaign was just wild.
So the VP of Marketing for American Eagle just 5 days ago went on LinkedIn and gave us a little context and some behind the scenes of this now infamous Sydney Sweeney ad. Her name is Ashley Shapiro, and she, like I said, is the Vice President of Marketing, Media, Performance, and Engagement at American Eagle. Let's just start from the top. During a Zoom call with Sydney, we asked the question, how far do you want to push it? Without hesitation, she smirked and said, let's push it.
Some even compared the script to vintage Calvin Klein commercials that used similar pseudoscientific language, and some even called it crypto-fascist marketing dressed up as denim inspo. Meanwhile, Sydney hasn't publicly responded to the backlash yet, but the ad has sparked a broader conversation about branding, whiteness, and which aesthetics are still being pushed by major companies in 2025. While American Eagle has always leaned into all-American nostalgia, many feel this campaign took it too far, leaning into imagery and language that feels exclusive rather than inclusive. It also doesn't help that Sydney Sweeney has faced similar criticism in the past, from the MAGA-themed birthday party photos to her perceived silence on political issues. So to some viewers, this wasn't just a cringy ad, it was a continuation of a pattern. Now enter Doja Cat. She decided to spoof Sydney Sweeney's ad on TikTok and recreated Sydney's monologue word for word, but exaggerated the delivery with like a southern accent and purposely goofy tone.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Now, while some people were clapping and cheering for Doja for this video, many people were quick to call out Doja. Not because they disagreed with her take, but because they said they didn't forget about her own dark past. As soon as her satirical TikTok went viral, she started to get backlash all over social media, with people saying that it felt like Doja was clout chasing, trying to hop on this bandwagon for relevancy. And some even brought up Doja's own controversy, which we'll be getting into in a bit. Basically, the internet was like, Doja, sit this one out.
And Doja Cat sitting up here mocking Sydney Sweeney in that American Eagle commercial. We ain't forgot what happened in them chat rooms. Who the fuck told you you could do that? I bet you if you had the opportunity, you would have been in that American Eagle commercial. I promise you, you would have. To sit up here and mock that commercial like you wasn't doing what you was doing years ago to get where you are now, and those white supremacist chat groups, letting them call you all kinds of derogatory names. Yeah, we ain't forgot. You just want to be on the trend so bad. It's like y'all be thirsty and desperate to try to be regular. It's like, oh, let me jump on this trend because I want to be just like everybody else that's posting about it. But you're not regular. You're not. Nor does this whole take resonate with you at all. You're just doing it because you know your followers are going to fall into your little hand. And everybody that's into her comments that are laughing and hee-hee and I never expected Doja Cat to do this, they're all palm colored or they're just not black. But she doesn't give a fuck. We ain't forgot. So if anything, Doja, please please don't, because it's the right message from the wrong fucking person. You are the last person on the face of planet Earth who needs to be mocking anything that anybody did that's in support of white supremacy, okay?
So while Doja thought she was joining the roast, critics say she just reignited the conversation about her own past, because in the past, Doja was accused of participating in racist chat rooms and making highly questionable jokes and associations, and some were calling it hypocritical. Back in 2020, Doja faced serious backlash after social media posts and comments resurfaced where she had interacted with or appeared to engage in conversations involving white supremacist or Nazi-related content. Specifically, some clips and screenshots showed her engaging in chat rooms or forums where racist and hateful language was used, and she was accused of making racist remarks herself. One notable controversy was when she was linked to a Discord server where users reportedly shared racist, sexist, and offensive content. And although Doja denied being a part of any groups or endorsing hateful ideology, the association alone sparked outrage. People argued that her failure to directly and immediately condemn those comments or distance herself from those toxic environments reflected poorly on her.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determined.
I know you're f***ing lying. Doja Cat, the queen of niche racist slurs, is saying something about Sydney Sweeney. You guys appeal to the exact same audience. The only difference is that yours is well documented as opposed to Sydney Sweeney's. When I say well documented, I mean well documented. Even the Rolling Stone has clocked your racism, Doja. So let me get this straight. Doja Cat has a problem with Sydney Sweeney and her American Eagle campaign. I find that fucking hilarious. Doja Cat is the same artist that dug up a racist internet slur that was only found on 4chan. Videos came out of Doja moaning and groaning for a bunch of supremacists, and you thought we forgot? No, the North remembers. As your local internet resident of the North, I'm not gonna let you guys forget. And this is the exact reason why people have an issue with Doja Cat. She's a culture vulture. Doja Cat is a woman that obviously hates rap culture, but fiends for their approval. And she does that because she wants to be like one of the male rappers. Those are who she thinks are her peers. That's also why she thought it was appropriate to go after Sydney Sweeney. And look, I'm not defending Sydney Sweeney, but I'm calling a duck, and Doja Cat is definitely a duck. Remember guys, racist birds of a feather always flock together.
Doja did respond to the scandal with multiple apologies, clarifying that she does not condone racism or hate in any form at the time. She did say that some of the offensive remarks were said in poor taste, sometimes as jokes or sarcasm, and that she was young and naive at the time.
White supremacists. I am gonna start with the chat room that I go to is a public chat room. It's me, my friends, you go in there. Now you have to pay $30 to get into the chat room, which is a new thing. But I used to go in there for free, and I learned, you know, that there are racist people who come in and out of the chat. They're there. They happen and then they're banned. The idea that this chat room is a white supremacist chat room is, I don't understand it in any way. And not even full, I just don't understand.
But this has been what's been going on with Doja Cat, you guys. It's crazy. I want to know what you guys think about all of this in the comments down below. I love you guys so much. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.